Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Throwing to start the drive, Jimenez. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Jimenez under pressure, and they got to him again. Kayvon Thibodeaux. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Kayvon Thibodeaux. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. CD, there are 3 and outs, and then there are 3 and outs. The first drive of the game, not 1, not 2, but 3 straight sacks.
You're exactly right about that, and sometimes you hold up those 3 fingers as defenders to signify the 3 and out. This time it's 3 sacks in a row. What a tremendous start for them.
And he's able to get it out of there. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much. But I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 carries, 93 yards.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Juwan Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Singletary. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They run here with Singletary. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jimenez. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah.
It's caught inside the 25. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll go play action. Howell. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground here at Sanders, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. With it is Jackson. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter.
On 1st down, Howell.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Juwan Johnson
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Giants are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the counter, this is Singletary. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. The quick slant caught. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Singletary is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. The drive will start with an option going left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Jimenez. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw. Jimenez. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jimenez. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jimenez. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Howell to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling it.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
This will be caught by Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd down, Jimenez. He'll check this down to Hines. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Aaron Jones has a touchdown on the ground. Next, we're off to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that game has gone to halftime with the visiting Cardinals out on top. Rondale Moore, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. The Dolphins continue to show they're ready to be a force in the playoffs as the win puts them at 14-2 with one game left to go. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And Howe will throw it. Flushed out right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Howell down to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Operating from the gun, Jimenez. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Off play action. It's Howell.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
48 yards.
And the Giants are pouring it on.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 3rd down, it's Hines.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
Here's Jackson to return. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They'll swing this out to Toney.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Howell trying to pick it up on third. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Kayvon Thibodeaux. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now out come the Giants. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gano for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Throwing to start the drive. Jimenez fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Looking to throw. Jimenez. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun. Jimenez. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kayvon Thibodeaux. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And spins away.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Now they go play action with Howell.
He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
He completes it to Beckham. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
He's got it at the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Gano now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, We didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Giants, they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Philly.